Hello, welcome to Fix It with Fowler. My name's Steve, and in today's video, as part of our stove range, I'm going to show you how to make an old stove look like brand new using this Rustins high heat black paint. So don't forget, I've got some more videos. I've got how to sweep your chimney using a Typhoon power brush system. I've got another video of how to replace the rope seal in your stove. So there's a few videos you can look at. And don't forget to look at my channel. There's loads of different DIY videos you can look at. Most important thing though, if you like the video, give the video a thumbs up and click the like button. Hit the notification bell. That means every time I release a video, you'll be notified. The most important thing, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. So before we can look at actually painting the stove, the first thing I'm going to do is give the stove a light sand. That does two things. It gets rid of any imperfections in the existing paint first, but it also gives the paint something to key to, which will help it to stick and last longer. So what I've got for that is a Scotch Brite pad. Now these come in different grades. This one's not too coarse at all. It's just really to give the surface a light sand. So the good thing with these as opposed to sandpaper is that you can get in all these nooks and crannies really easily, and you're not going to take off too much that you don't need to. You're not going to scratch the glass because again it is only lightly abrasive. So you just go over any bits, give it a quick once over. And then if you get your bigger paintbrush, you can just go around it, getting all the bits to get off any of this excess dust before you actually come to paint. So if you're confident with the actual painting, you've no need to put any masking tape anywhere. Now this fire is called an inset fire in the fact that it sits in the wall. So what I'm going to run a bit of masking tape anywhere where it's near to any of these tiles to prevent me getting any of the paint on the tiles. Okay, so that's the fire masked up, ready to paint. But before we actually use this paint, there's a few things that you need to know before you start. So this paint's a bit unusual in the fact that once you start to paint, within 15 minutes, this paint will be touch dry. What that really means is once you've started to paint an area, you can't really go back and try and touch any bits in. And that's because the paint will be really sticky. So as soon as you put your brush back on it, you're going to make loads of marks in it. So plan where you're going to start and where you're going to finish before you actually start. The next thing that you need to know about this paint is after an hour, the paint will be touch dry. That means you can handle it, but it won't be fully cured. And there's a reason for that. Because it's a high heat paint, what you have to do is you have to actually heat the stove up to 200 degrees. And you need to heat it for about 20 to 25 minutes. That in itself sort of cures the paint, bakes it on, and then the stove will be finished. So before you actually start to paint, what you should really do is get yourself a fire ready built so that once you've painted, after an hour or so, you can open the door, light the stove, and that way you're going to cure it without catching any of the paintwork that you've just done. Okay, so that's the fire all painted. It's been left now for an hour or so. So everything now is touch dry, which means that I can put this piece back in. And then the vent for the actual airflow, we can put that back together. And now what that means is the fire now is ready to be lit. So that is the next stage. We need to get the fire going, get the fire up to temperature. Now there's no real way I can measure what 200 degrees is. So I'm going to run the fire this evening, and then tomorrow morning we can come back and have a look at the results. Okay, so this is the morning after, and the fire's actually turned out really well. I left the fire trickling last night to make sure this paint was cured, and the overall results are really good considering it's just had one coat of paint. If you've got a larger area, then I'd probably recommend using a roller for a better result rather than a paintbrush. So if you want to make your fire look brand new, then that's the way forward. Use some of the Rustins high heat paint. And if you like what you see, don't forget, head over to my channel and I'll see you soon.